I'm from the Isanti, Dakota, and Ho-Chunk nations. My Dakota side is from Minnesota, and we've been here for thousands of years. When I first heard about Line 3, it was after Standing Rock happened. It is a project being built by a Canadian pipeline company called Enbridge. It'll carry 915,000 barrels of oil every day, crude oil, which will have the worst impacts on the land if it spills. It's going to be going directly through the heart of the wild rice beds here in Minnesota. And this wild rice grows in the water, and so if oil seeps into that soil where the wild rice is growing, no wild rice can grow there anymore. The Anishinaabe tribes here, they harvest and they sell this wild rice to people around the country, and that's how they make majority of their money. In the summer of 2017, a few youth and I decided to organize a canoe journey called Paddle to Protect, which was a 3-week canoe ride led by indigenous youth through the waters that would be impacted by the pipeline. Just hearing some of their stories about how they were impacted by the last pipeline, it made me want to keep fighting. And so I immediately started organizing and started doing events and started speaking out against it. When pipelines get built, they need permits to go through whichever state that they are going through. So 13 of us youth filed to intervene in the public utilities permitting process for the pipeline. And the Youth Climate Intervenors were the first youth in history to ever intervene in a pipeline process like this.
I've been intervening in this process for a year with these climate intervenors. And it's been really hard for me these past few days. The oil refineries are at their highest capacity. We do not need this. And I spent days where I should have been in school learning, fighting this pipeline because I knew that my ancestors wanted me to do this. That if they seen what they're trying to do, that they would be very disappointed.
After fighting this pipeline for an entire year in that court, it was really hard for me to watch them look us in the eye and approve it. We put in so much work into this process just to be told that it didn't matter, that they were going to approve it anyways, and that they had everything in front of them telling them that they should not approve this pipeline, but they chose to take the side of a Canadian pipeline company instead of listening to the people that were going to be impacted by this pipeline. I think in this process what I'm most proud of is just how all of us youth came together and made it happen. Even though we had no idea how to make it happen, we still did it. We were setting the precedent for other youth to get involved in pipeline processes, which is starting to happen more and more now.
She's an incredible organizer. She has a way to bring the community together to events, to speak out, and she's also an incredible teacher. And so she's able to bring that out to the community and explain it to everybody in a way that everybody can understand.
If my ancestors stopped fighting because it was too hard, then I wouldn't be here today. We're trying to protect this land that's going to be here after I'm dead, and this land will be passed down to the next generations, and they're going to have to deal with the impacts from this pipeline and other projects like it. I'm still continuing to fight this no matter what, and I'll continue to fight it even when it's in the ground.